So Yasu Toyota was the acoustician. Um, he was, everyone else was from inside Frank's office. Yasu works for Nagata Acoustics, Tokyo based, but he lives in California. He he was going back to those acoustic sales. It was fascinating once we began to when the models reached a particular dimension, probably 5 feet high, chest high in the Gehry studios. At that point, we started to make acoustic tests, create acoustic tests for the model itself. And the sails are made of cardboard. They were shaped by Toyota and put in place. And then in the middle of the stage, a device would send out a ping, and then microphones inside the model would, in the various seating areas, would pick up the signal, would pick up the sound. And then there would be a printout, and on that printout, it would show every single chair in each section of the theater. And the check marks, the intensity of the ink, in other words, the lighter, less ink meant less sound, more ink meant more sound. And they were black and they were green and they were red. So high, low, and middle range. And it was called the ping test. So they would ping the theater, look at the printout, and Yasu would go back in with Frank and he'd take that cardboard and he'd bend it just a little bit. He'd take a corner because he would see that in a particular section, most everybody was getting what he wanted, except there was an area that was not getting full benefit of the sound. And so he would bend the sail and they'd ping it again, print it out. And we, iteration by iteration, came to a point where all 756 seats satisfied Toyota's understanding of great sound. It was fascinating because it was a piece of card, no more like a shirt cardboard, and you'd cut it with scissors, and then you'd bend it and pin it at the four corners. All of it, of course, asymmetrical. And so Frank would say, "Make it this, make it that," which Yasu would do. But then he had to live with the sound that was being reflected, and little by little by little, we have what we have.